This is Biker Dad, brought to you by the lovely law firm and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
Have you ever sat at your job and thought, what if I just got up and left? Tell that horrible boss to take this job and shove it. Have you ever wanted to just walk out? What about burnout? Well, that's exactly what I did, but I didn't just quit. I left my 25-year corporate career to ride motorcycles and tell your story.
Daytona Beach, Florida, where you can actually drive onto the beach. Rick Fairless, a legend of his own, introduced me to Richard Rollins, Mayfield, Kentucky. Southeast Missouri, beautiful city of Knoxville, Tennessee. Gulf Coast of Mississippi, the Florida coast and the Tampa Bay area, Orange County Choppers, Roadhouse and Museum, talking to Paul Tuttle Sr. himself.
But make no mistake, this is not a show about motorcycles or even about me. Instead, I travel across the country to meet the people who use their passion for motorcycles to make their communities stronger, safer, and better. This is Biker Dad.
My 25-year corporate career to ride motorcycles and tell stories, and one of my favorite places to ride to and tell those stories is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and we're back here I think for the 6th time, so it's awesome. I find something new about the local biker community here every time, and there's a big reason that I come to Myrtle Beach. I like to go to as many events across the country as I can, but right here you see Myrtle Beach biker lawyer Justin Lovely and the Lovely Law Firm invite me here every time, and they bring the Biker Dad TV show here to Myrtle Beach every Saturday morning on WFXB, the Fox station here in Myrtle Beach. We've been on TV here for like 3 years, I think so. But right now we are at the Beaver Bar. That's in Murrells Inlet, just south of Myrtle Beach. Beautiful part of the country. Great weather. Had a little rain earlier today, scared off some of the bikes, but it stopped raining. Everybody went and got their bikes, including this guy. We're going to be talking to him a little bit later. He actually won this motorcycle thanks to Justin Lovely, the Lovely Law Firm, and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers. He's had it for a few months now, so we're going to talk to him about that and the awesome bike that he got for free. One of the coolest people in Myrtle Beach, she's too modest to say this, I'm sure, is my former friend right here, former Miss Myrtle Beach. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, I am former Miss Myrtle Beach. I'm actually current Miss Ori Georgetown, the first one ever, sponsored by the school. I was just too greedy. I needed both counties.
That's awesome.
I love Justin Lovely and what he's got going on here, giving back to the community, always being involved, feet on the ground. It really is such a great thing that he does, especially with this giveaway. Really just partnering with the community, giving back, being there for everyone, not just some law firm, but a person from the community himself. Oh yeah, my dad was up here the other night, brought his bike out. He comes up every year to see me. He loves that I'm out here. I grew up going to this bike week, so it's a good thing to be out here working it and see it from a different side and see all the friendly faces every year. Because it's homegrown, it's local. It's just another piece of the puzzle that all fits together over generations. I love all the bands out here. Currently, we actually have our local country music Artist of the Year singing. And 2 nights ago, we had a semifinalist from, I believe, America's Got Talent, who came out, Danny Kerr. So we've had a lot of really great artists, great bands out here covering. Everybody loves them. I haven't heard anything bad yet. And that's why I like being down here too, is because I know that everything down here is always for a good cause. If you want to find someone who's going to be the biggest fundraiser, the biggest charitable donation, the people who are going to be out in the community volunteering, it's going to be your biker clubs, it's going to be your local businesses, it's going to be right here at the rally.
We're here at Myrtle Beach Bike Week at Myrtle Beach Harley Davidson. I'm here with the Lovely Law Firm, Myrtle Beach biker lawyer Justin Lovely. We just got through with a little bit of a rain shower, so It's been off and on spotty here, but I think for the rest of the day it's going to be pretty nice. There are a lot of people in their cars because, it's raining. Spoiler alert, you don't need a weatherman. If I'm around, there's going to be rain, especially if I'm on a motorcycle. So anything you want to have done to your bike, you can find it here at Myrtle Beach Harley Davidson. You want to get new shocks on your bike, you want to get a new stereo, you want to get a phone mount, whatever it happens to be. And you can get some free blue sunglasses from Justin Lovely at his tent. They're doing air ride suspension and custom paint right here in this booth. And they got leather, sunglasses, everything you can think of that you want for your bike or when you're riding your bike. And everything's gotten more expensive in the last couple of years. You know, we've always joked that like Harley Davidson t-shirts are expensive, but now they're like $50. They always have all of this stuff at Myrtle Beach Harley Davidson, I believe. Don't quote me because I don't want to get it wrong, but it's usually like half off. So you can get really cheap t-shirts. If you were like me and you're at the 120th anniversary of Harley Davidson in Milwaukee, they've got the 120th anniversary gear here. I didn't buy any at the actual event because this shirt would have been like $80, but now here it's $20, and I don't even know if it's even less than that. It might be. So if you want to get Harley gear, this is the place to get it. I don't know. I haven't been to any other rallies where the Harley dealer does that, where they just have tons of stuff cheap. So Myrtle Beach Harley Davidson is kind of unique. They have two locations. They've got the shop at the beach, which is where they actually sell the bikes. And this is mainly a massive t-shirt shop, but they do have parts counter and all that stuff too. This is big a crowd in here, probably not only because they're buying t-shirts, but they probably want to get a little bit of the air conditioning. And out here is where all the bikes are. Like I said, this is probably, I think, my 6th rally. And by far, I've seen more bikes here than any rally I've been to. I'm sure the guys who've been coming here forever have seen more bikes here, but I have not. This is the 85th, that's right, 85th Myrtle Beach Rally. All right, what do we got going on here?
This is Celeste. Yep.
Where are you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania. This is my girlfriend, Sandy. She just moved down here about 2 years ago. She's our adoption foster fail, and now her service dog.
So does she actually ride?
No, not yet.
She looks like she's chill enough to ride. You want to ride a motorcycle? So how's life been?
Rough.
No. Life's pretty good when you're a bike.
It's beautiful here. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to take my shirt off.
All right, I'll cue the music. Here. So tell people who haven't been here about Myrtle Beach Bike Week why they should come.
I gotta behave, because it's freaking awesome.
Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Nice to meet you, Celeste. You're the coolest biker I've ran into so far.
If you want, she's with Red Rock Rescue from Danielsville, Pennsylvania.
Red Rock Rescue, Danielsville, Pennsylvania. I've been trying to get bikers to let me scratch their tummy all week, and finally I got one to let me do it.
She loves it.
Nice to meet you. Y'all be safe.
Hi there, this is Chris Best, the Biker Dad. I'm just here to let you know that myself and the hundreds of thousands of people who follow us on social media and watch the TV show are here to help. Do you need help with something? Give me a call. That's my number right there, 251-402-6392. Especially if you need legal help, I have an army of lawyers across the country who can help you with injuries after motorcycle crashes especially, but other stuff like crime and everything else too. So give me a call, 251-402-6392.
We always try to do the right thing, and we've noticed that God has blessed us tenfold over. That makes me want to cry. He's blessed us tenfold over because we try to do the right thing. People call us, potential clients who become clients, and they say, I just thought, State Farm, Allstate, Geico, I've used them for 20 years. I thought that they would do me better than this, that they would do the right thing. And, we hear that time and time again, and they just don't.
Some insurance companies can be very bad, but for me, I was blessed. They took care of most of it, thank God.
When an insurance company gets involved, they're looking out for their shareholders. They don't really care about the injured person. You've got to level the playing field. They've got a team of investigators, a team of adjusters, a team of lawyers, unlimited resources, right? And to the average person who's unrepresented, what are they going to do? They can't compete with that.
An elderly lady ran through me through an intersection, and it was so bearable that I couldn't even walk.
So Thomas was in a really catastrophic accident.
And it was so bad that he was unable to walk. He couldn't stand up straight. He was bedridden, and he was truly afraid he was never going to walk again.
The pain was so bad, I didn't think I could do anything. And I called Justin, and he told me he'd do anything in his power to help me. It was God sent. Because I just had to focus on my health, getting it better, and get back to work. And that's one thing, it's priceless. Because there's a lot of attorneys out there that don't do that. They're more like a family-oriented type law firm.
I've made a mini lasagna to put in a freezer because, you know, those first days when you're coming home with these injuries, it's like, you know, with Thomas, they didn't think he would walk again, and he came home. The last thing that his wife with 3 children is wanting to worry about is dinner. I get that. I'm a mom.
They allowed me to get my life back to where it is today.
We're just glad that we can be there to give them some reassurance and to help them along the way, because this is what we do.
This Back on 2 segment is brought to you by the Lovely Law Firm and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
I'm Norm Stitzel of Veteran Search and Rescue. Veteran Search and Rescue is a nonprofit veteran support organization. We're based out of Cortland, New York. Suicide prevention for veterans is our main priority, but we do everything we possibly can with veterans and trying to get them connected with services so we can keep them alive and healthy. Under the VetsR umbrella is something we call Vets Ride. So we have a motorcycle and sidecar that are, it's all painted up like World War II aircraft. And today we took a Korean War veteran for a ride. So we go to different functions like this, take older veterans for a ride, or sometimes disabled veterans that can't ride a motorcycle. A few years ago, we saw a couple of them that were riding in cars in the back. They used to ride, but they can't ride bikes now. And so Don Titus of Groton Cycle fabricated this machine so that the disabled veterans and elderly veterans didn't have to ride in the back of the pack, but they could ride right in the center of the pack. He was a Korean War veteran, so I believe he's in his 90s. And so got him helmet, sunglasses, got him strapped in, and every once in a while I lean over and how you doing? And he goes, I'm having a great time. So he was waving, everybody was waving at him. They weren't waving at the other bikes, they were waving at the guy in the sidecar. So he was really enjoying it and had a good time.
Did you pick him up along the way, or is he here?
Nope, he's here. Yep.
Okay, I need to find him.
Yeah, he's here.
My dad asked Aaron last time we were here, well, VetsR, he was here, and asked him if he would like to ride with his daughter and son-in-law. And he said yes. So he got to ride today in the sidecar.
Awesome. Did you ride motorcycles yourself when you were younger?
No, I did not.
You did more safe things like go to Korea right?
I was on an aircraft carrier. USS Randolph, Norfolk, Virginia. And we went to Korea twice. And we sent our planes over, and we told the pilots, don't bring any bombs back. So it was good duty. I really enjoyed it. I saw a lot of Europe. We would go in a port in Europe, France, Spain. I saw all the countries.
But they didn't really, what he's saying is like you were one of the forgotten. Like,
pardon?
Like one of the forgotten, like when you got home. It wasn't like this big parade or...
Oh, no.
No. Yeah.
So you guys didn't get a lot of fanfare and celebration when you came back from that, right?
Not really, no.
No.
So how does it feel like that things are it took a long time, but things are a lot different now?
Oh, God, yeah. Now, I wear this hat. Everybody comes and shakes my hand. How are you?
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. It's nice. About time, I think.
Pretty much.
If you don't mind telling me, how old are you?
87.
87. You don't look a day over 70.
I use a walker. And wheelchair, probably 5 years.
Is it just age or
3 years. 3 years. He's got neuropathy, so he's had a hard time walking. He falls. So he's got to have the walker or a wheelchair to get around.
The only reason I ask is because it's like even on the back of a motorcycle, it's not safe for you to ride on the back of like a regular motorcycle.
No. So that's why this is special, that he actually got to ride.
Yeah. What do you think that somebody had the idea to create that, like just for people like you?
Well, it's a good idea. It's a very good idea. And not for just me, for wives. And the husband take the wife. It's good.
So you got a lot of wind in your face on that aircraft carrier. What was it like having the wind in your face again?
It's different, you know. I didn't realize how much wood you got when you're on a motorcycle like that.
Well, you know, the thing of it is, it's an honor. You know, Aaron Gay contacted me several years ago for the 60 for 60 Mohawk run. We've been involved probably, I don't know, 6, 7 years. I'm also a chaplain for the Disabled American Veterans in Cortland County. I'm also the commander, but we do burial details, and a lot of times that's one of the things that it's our honor to do full military honors for these guys. We do that a little more than we'd like sometimes, but a great thing is we're doing military honors for somebody that has passed. This is one of those things that we get to get them while they're alive and well, and we get to see the smile on their face, the bugs on their teeth, you know, and just have a great time. Veteran Search and Rescue right now, are just for general information, our website is down, so if you go to vetsr.com, it's still it's in progress of being rebuilt. So, but Veteran Search and Rescue, you can always contact us. I'll make sure you get my card, and we're based in Cortland, but we'll help anybody.
We're here at Redline Power Sports in Myrtle Beach with Justin Lovely from the Lovely Law Firm, and a very, very fortunate man, Michael Hall, who just won this not even a major prize. It's a huge, massive freaking prize. Justin, tell us what is going on. What's this about?
So we've been part of the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers for several years now. We helped found the organization. We finally have a local winner here. We're able to promote our safety and give back to a local rider. And we're so happy it's Michael Hull this year.
And Michael, this is a national contest and you won it. I mean, tens of thousands of people enter this contest.
Unreal, man. Unreal.
You still don't believe it?
I believe it now, but I didn't believe it when it first happened, man. It's a blessing. This is unreal.
So the few winners I've met have been wanting to ride and not been able to do it. And this is getting you back on a bike. How does that feel?
I haven't been on a bike like this since high school, man. So it needed to happen. But I'm fortunate enough to win one.
Where are you riding it first?
I wish I could ride it out the door, but as soon as I get home, probably take it around the neighborhood a little bit. You know, I got to break it in, so got to ride it easy and take it easy on old girl.
And Justin, we're about to start the 2024 contest, right? So
we're going to start it again. Sign up again, bikerswin.com/Myrtle Beach. Michael's going to take this home. He's going to start slow and be safe with it. We got him a helmet to go along with this. He's going to take my accident scene management class. We're pumped about this. More in 2024.
That's awesome. So stay tuned to find out, and you can watch the Biker Dad TV show right here on WFXB, and we'll have the information on how do you enter the contest when we start in 2024. That's it here from Redline Power Sports in Myrtle Beach. Now, this week's Biker Dad Tech Tip. Biker Dad Tech Tip.
I'm Joe Jeffries. I'm with Biker Bar. Biker Bar is basically a product that you use to transport your Harley Davidson in your trailer, truck, or enclosed trailer. No straps, no wheel chocks. 20-30 seconds, your bike is loaded, safe and easy. So this is actually the bar that you're going to use on your bike. It works just like a vise. Clamp it right to your frame. Once that's on the frame of your motorcycle, you're right into the base. Boom, self-locking, and you're done.
There you go. You're in. Uh-oh, forward a little bit more. All right, you're locked in up there. You over there? Locked in on that side?
So I have used this and been hauling my bike down the road, and people freak out. You don't have any straps on that thing. Where are the straps? Yep. And that's the whole point, right?
Exactly. What it is, it's easier and safer. Literally after the initial setup, it's 20-30 seconds to load the bike by yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it, because I'm just like you. I'm sure you hate trailer and bikes, but it's a necessary evil sometimes.
Well, where we live, where I'm from, you know, we go to Daytona, there's still a 1/4 inch of ice on the ground.
Yeah.
So you have to trailer.
And people have to sometimes, and I've trailered here before just as an experiment to do videos like, how do you trailer a bike? And people are like, you're not a real biker. That's all BS. But
So let's get down here and look at it closely.
Okay.
This thing bolts to the bottom of your trailer, and you really don't have to do that once, right?
Right. Only we send the anchor plates that go underneath your trailer. They're permanently attached. So if you want your trailer floor back, all you do is take them big bolts out, and the whole unit comes out of your road. And they're actually color coded. So your touring bars will have black inner linings, and all your soft tails and your dynas will have gray. Just like a bench vise. So this is hooked to a threaded rod. We machine this end, so you just tighten it up, and it clamps. And you're going to take it to where that lock washer goes flat, give it a quarter turn, load your motorcycle, give it another quarter turn, you're done.
So cool. Like, just full disclosure, I had like zero to do with this company, except for we met in Daytona, I think, and I said, oh, that's pretty cool. I want one. He hooked me up with one to try it, and I freaking love it. A few $100. It's not, I mean, it's not cheap, but it's definitely not the most expensive thing you ever got.
I tell everybody it's cheaper than a deductible.
Yeah, it's cheaper than the giant dent that I have in the side of my brand new custom bike build when the strap broke before I got one of these.
You measure it and you adjust your height, because when you ride into it, it's going to compress that front suspension and keep that front tire from moving.
There you go. So
And that's it. Everybody that you hear that have had a bike fall over, the main reason they say is strap failure. That's the main thing. This, you don't have to worry about that at all.
So here's how much I trusted this thing, just so you know. I just had this bike built at Bad Boy Toys in Pelham, Alabama. They spent a year building it, painting it. I don't know how many thousands of dollars the custom paint job is worth, but I use that instead of straps. No worry about rubbing the paint off either, and definitely no worry about it falling over. So give it a good shake. You can see this thing is not going anywhere, as dads like to say when they strap stuff down. All right, so it made the 4-hour trip from Pelham, Alabama to the Gulf Coast of Alabama with really no problems with the biker bar itself. My crappy little trailer got a little wobbly now and then, but that's just because I need a better trailer. The biker bar itself worked awesome, and I have a lot less worry. I'm still looking over my shoulder, but not as much as I did with the straps. The straps are horrible. You don't need them. This is going to save you a lot of headaches, a lot of trouble, and a lot of stress, and definitely damage to your bike, as I've seen in the past with mine. Here, so you release the small one first, and the big one, and it just pops right off like that. And then when I get it out of gear, let it roll back, it's just going to come right back off the bike.
Back it out. Now, at this point, you put it on the kickstand and you unclamp the bar. It falls off your bike and you're ready to go ride. If you want to order it, you can go to ditchthestraps.com. I'm Joe. You can call the shop. Any of our CSRs will be happy to help you. They're very knowledgeable. You can tell them what bike you got, and they'll get you one out to you.
Ditchthestraps.com. Again, like I'm not paid for this. I just love this thing. There's very few things I've run across in my Jeep world, my biker world, anything that I've had zero disappointment in. This thing couldn't get any better, and there's no reason you should be strapping down a bike ever again. This is Biker Dad, brought to you by the lovely law firm and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
Every personal injury case, you basically need three things, right? You need liability. In other words, you want the accident not to be your fault, or mostly not your fault. One of the law changes in Florida was dealing with comparative fault. That makes that determination even more important now. You need to have damages, right? So you have this accident that wasn't your fault. You need to have some damages that you can pursue, either injury, economic or non-economic, meaning, if you're hurt, pain and suffering, or if you had to close your business because you can't make it out of bed, right? And then causation. And causation is the biggest one. It's the most important one. We call it the case killer. It's the hardest part of your case. It's the part of your case that they will almost never stipulate to, unless it's like a leg off or a hand off case or something like this, right? And you need these three pillars. And once you can determine if you have these three pillars, then you have to say, okay, well, now how is it going to get paid for? It's like the fourth pillar that that you don't talk about. The fourth pillar is, where's the money coming from?
Right.
And we get these cases, especially with bikers, They'll get hit. Somebody won't have BI insurance, right? And then the bikers won't have And
nightmare conversation.
It's terrible.
I hate it. It's the worst part of the practice.
Unless I can find like a construction company that messed up the roads or something, or just I have to get real creative. Like those cases are going bye-bye. It's terrible. And I hope they have health insurance,
Part of our accident scene management program that we sponsor, I know you sponsor them, I try to get one going every month, is we're teaching bikers about this underinsured motorist coverage and the problem that's going around. That's the only way you can protect yourself is raise your UIM to as much as you can afford.
I'm Michael Hall, man. I'm a local fisherman living in Myrtle's Inlet for the past 15, 20 years, and I want a motorcycle, and y'all should come down here and sign up, man. It's crazy. I didn't believe it, dude, but bikes out here, I appreciate it and everything, but it's real.
We do this bike giveaway every year with the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers, and it's a national contest, but it's kind of a small contest because it's just with our 20 lawyers with the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers, but it is a nationwide contest, and right here at home, you won. What was it like when you found that out?
Finding it out, I didn't believe it whenever it all happened. I was shocked. I mean, you never really win something like this. I mean, when you see something set up like this where you're, giving away a motorcycle, you never really assume it's going to be real. It's always some kind of a gimmick. But sure enough, my lawyer is actually a part of the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers. She told me to sign up, and I did, and it was just really weird that I won it, but it's awesome, man. It's a shocker. I'm super stoked to have the opportunity to be up here though with y'all.
So I've met the last 3 winners, but I never got to talk to them after they had a chance to ride the bike around a little bit. So what's it been like?
It's honestly a great thing. I'm super happy with the bike I picked. Like I said, I come from motocross, like a background, so this is right down my alley. Super pleased with the bike. Couldn't be more happy. It's a Husqvarna 701 Supermoto. I picked this bike because it's the closest thing to riding a dirt bike on the road that you can get, and it has the 701 or 693cc motor in it. So it's pretty fast. I've had a couple upgrades done to it, but nothing really crazy yet.
About how many miles have you put on it so far?
So I got the bike in January actually from the shop, and I actually have 2,000 miles on it now since January.
That's a lot on a dual sport bike.
Oh, yeah.
I know guys who have Harleys that for 10 years who don't put that many miles on them.
Yeah, I ride it anytime I can, man. After work, even if I'm going on a little short trip from here to Charleston or from here to Florence, South Carolina, I just jump on it because for $10 I can go 260 plus miles. It's honestly, it's awesome.
I know it's not like life-changing like you just won the lottery, but I'm sure it's changed your life to some degree. Tell me what that feels like.
It's awesome because my mother actually has a motorcycle, and now I get to ride with her, which I had one back in the day, but I got rid of it because I almost got hurt on it numerous times, and it's kind of scary. Now that I'm a little older, I'm, kind of more, I guess you could say, ready to calm down a little bit. I don't get as wild on the bike.
Been a great time on the bike, and next time we'll ride together.